What's up, everybody? This is Dom, and I'm here with my Lyrilusc Tri-Brigade deck profile. I just finished 4th in a 32-man remote duel tournament, so it was by no means a small event. So it was 5 rounds. Unfortunately, no top cut. I think I would have done really well in top cut, but that's whatever. I did. It was really cool. It was a really cool event to play this Sunday. And let's just go right into the card by card. I play 3 copies of Tri-Brigade Fractal. This card is the best starter card. It's insane. Like, it does so many good things. Just sending this, and then either sending a Cobalt Sparrow or a Nerval or a kit, you just get access to so many things. Next, I played 3 Nerval because it's a level 1 Wing Beast. It synergizes really well with the Lyrilusc, and it's a really good starter card as well. Karis is an extender. I didn't feel I needed to play 3 because I would always have access to it, like, sending the Nerval or the kit to send the Nerval and to get it. So I felt it was unnecessary, and it would increase to more bricky hands. Next, I played 2 kit for the same reason. Kit does not special summon itself, unfortunately, but it's still really, really good. Being able to dump any Tri-Brigade card is insane. I'm looking into playing Tri-Brigade Oath, but I didn't really know enough combos to make that card live, so well, I just stuck with Rendezvous. For the Lyrilusc, I play 3 Warbler, of course, because it's the best one, 2 Cobalt Sparrow, and 2 Sapphire Swallow. Jack in the Hand, unfortunately, is banned for online remote duels, so I ended up increasing the Lyrilusc engine to see them a little more often. And all these cards are really good. They allow you to special summon so many times without using your normal summon, which is insane. For this, targets off the Smorg Barrier Statue, wins games, and Apex Avian also just wins games too. I would never cut one of them. They're both really good, even though unfortunately they are bricks. Because Jack in the Hand was also banned, I ended up playing 3 Kinkabaya because it's pretty much the same combo with Turquoise Warbler, but with one minor difference. But that's about it. And you can just do the same, like, the main combo is Warbler and Fractal, and you just end on an insane board with summoning the Barrier Statue and protecting the Barrier Statue, which is insane. Kinkabaya could do the same thing. For the hand traps, I did play triple DD Crow. This hand trap is okay. This format it wasn't as impactful as I hoped it would be. So going forward, I'd probably play 2 or 1, but it was okay. I did search it once, which felt really cool, searching a hand trap. I always liked decks that could search hand traps, which is really cool. Triple Ash Blossom, best all-around hand trap, and Gamma. Gamma performed really well. It really, like, in my Drytron matchup, I was gonna negate their Alpha Summon, but he ended up using his his Herald in his hand and pitched a Lancia in Game 3. That was huge, because I don't think I would have been able to play around the Lancia and the Ghost Bell he had in his hand, which is insane. For consistency, 3 tanky, you could search the Fractal, which is really good. Call by the Grave, I didn't draw it, unfortunately, but it's a really good card. 1 for 1. It's just another starter card. You summon the Cobalt Sparrow and then pays for what you pay for with the pitch, which is really good. And you can go into your Recital Startling and then start comboing off from there. Monster Reborn, just a really really good extender. I like it a lot. If I need to play other cards, I would cut this card, but if I can keep Monster Reborn in, I would definitely keep it in. Tri-Brigade Rendezvous, it protected my Barrier Statue in Game 3 of the last round of Swiss, and it won me the game. It came in pretty clutch today. I only used its effect that one time, but I still was very happy I ended up playing it. And I didn't know what to put in for a 40th card, so I just put in Harpy's Feather Duster. For the extra deck, I did play 2 Fairy Jet the Baron Blossom. I only summoned 2 of this card once, but I would never not play this deck without 2 because this card is so integral to combos. You're able to use so many Tri-Brigades in one turn, which is insane. Because it could special summon 1 from hand and just keep banishing, linking away. It's really good. 2 Shurag the Human Soulman. This card was unreal today. This card was so clutch in so many different ways. Like, it was so good. Non-targeting removal is just insane, and it floating too, and having a search on top of that just makes this card just like a game warping card. This is on top of its amazing artwork. it's just one of the more powerful cards in the deck. Speaking of powerful cards, the best card in this entire deck, Samorg, Burn of Sovereignty. Summoning the barrier statue from deck and Apex Avion from deck. Hands down insanity. Like this this deck is like, this card being legal makes this deck so good. I don't know why people have been sleeping on this card so much, but this card is very, very degenerate, and hopefully it stays around for a long time, because I love this deck. One Harpy Conductor. I did end up playing the Conductor mostly because it's a Wing Beast Wind. That's also a Link 2, so you can make the Samorg. I made it a couple other times because I was under Barrier Statue and I wanted more damage, stuff like that. And I didn't have this card. Double Dragon Lords. This card is insane. I summoned it. I didn't summon it as much as I'd like, but fortunately I didn't need to summon it, so it was really good. This card is really good. I would never cut it. This card is amazing. Link Karibo. Link Karibo works really well protecting your barrier statue. Does a lot of really cool things. I love Link Karibo. This card in this deck, so it's part of the end board, and you're able to if you have a really bad hand, you can normal summon Nerval and start comboing and doing like a minor combo from there, which is better than nothing. So Havoc Link Karibo definitely enables more plays into your deck. Appaloosa. Appaloosa is like, I summoned it a couple times. I never used its negate effect because they ended up scooping, so Appaloosa really did good. Rugal. This card is not that good, but there is a combo turn 1 with only these two cards here, to Warbler and Fractal, to summon Rugal with the Shureg, so you can non-target banish during your opponent's turn, which I find is really good. So I definitely play one of him, but you mostly use him to link climb too. I link climbed into Shureg one time, and ended on a Samorg with a barrier statue. It was just really good. For the Exceed monsters, you play Recital Starling. This is one of your combo pieces. You needed to play that. You play the one Assembled Nightingale, just like for the same reason Drytron does. To make Zeus, Downer to make a 4 material Zeus, and Zeus because he's one of the most broken cards ever. I only made Zeus once, but he won me a game and he outed Dragoon for me, which I was very happy about. And then Cyframe Lord Omega. Unfortunately, I never summoned this card, but if it ever comes up, it would just blow out. And I mostly wanted to play Omega over the Link 3 Doom Eagle, was because in my playtesting I've never really summoned it that much. It came up a couple times. It wasn't as impactful as I hoped it would be. But if I use Gamma on my turn, and I have Warbler in hand, I can't use the Warbler, so I wanted to clear my board with Omega. And Omega on your turn is just game ending, because you not only negate a card with the Gamma, you then take a card out of their hand, which is really good. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my matchups. Round 1, I played actually the mirror match, which was really cool. I was not expecting to play a mirror match with this deck. This is a pretty rogue deck, but seeing how it's getting some popularity now, it was really cool to see the mirror match. I lost game 1 because he normal summoned the barrier statue and he had Apex Avion. I couldn't play around both. Unfortunately, if he only summoned the barrier statue from the deck, I would have cleared his board and had a really good board to lock out his summon Avion with a couple of disruptions, and he wasn't going to come back from that. I also game 2 I won pretty easily with the turn 1 combo. I summoned out a Shurag with a Rugal and a Samorg off of these two cards. The combo for that is on the channel, which is really good. So you can check that out if you want. So that was really good. And game 3, I outed his board and just kept summoning monsters and ended up ended up winning game 3, going second, which I was very proud of because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to out his board, but I played through all his disruptions and did some really cool things. So if I was recording that, that would have been really cool. So round 2, I unfortunately I went to the bathroom and got a game loss. Game 2, I drew really bad. My opening turn, I almost summoned a barrier statue passed. He was playing Cyber Dragon. He outed my barrier statue and made Dragoon, and I couldn't out Dragoon with my really bad hand. Game 3, I was playing against a Invoked Dogmatica Dragoon deck. I swiftly 2-0'd him. It was pretty easy because I won the die roll, summoned the statue. Game 1 was over. Game 2, he summoned Dragoon. He activated Red Eyes Fusion Pass. I made Zeus with 4 materials. See, the Downer Magician came in clutch because he could out Dragoon that way. And I detached 2, he negated, and I chained because Zeus is really retarded. I detached 2 again, everything got sent to grave. And because I did normal summon, I was able to combo off and on a barrier statue, and that was it for that game. Round 4 was against Drytron. Drytron is really good, but this deck is really built to beat Drytron. So game 1, he won the die roll and ended on a Vanity's Ruler. Unfortunately, I could not out the Vanity's Ruler. So I went to game 2, summoned the barrier statue. You know what happens when you summon the barrier statue, they scoop. Game 3, I drew Dark Ruler No More, which is in my side deck. That's the reason why I play Dark Ruler, so I could out specifically for Vanity's Fiend. But you know, I would have played in the side deck Droll and Lockbird instead of this card, but I'm glad I didn't, because it ended up coming up. My Drolls didn't come in the mail in time for this event, so that was really good. So I end up winning that game 2-1, winning against the Drytron deck after I summoned the barrier statue, after I outed his Vanity's Ruler, after Dark Ruler No More. That was pretty much a wrap. And round 5, I played against Eldritch Zoo. Game 1, he won the die roll. Unfortunately, I couldn't out his board. Game 2, I made a barrier statue. He couldn't really do anything because all of his traps special summon themselves, and he relies on, you know, making Zeus and stuff like that. Which is, Zeus is an incredible card. It wins games. And his back row was definitely a problem if I didn't have the statue. So game 3, I ended up blowing him out because I hard drew the Harpy Feather Duster, which came in clutch, and ended up beating him 2 games to 1. I lost all my die rolls except for 1. The one game I won. If you win the die roll with this, you should probably win that match, because if you summon a barrier statue turn 1 and in games 2 and 3 you back it up with a Judgment or an Imperial Order, there's basically nothing they can do, and they pretty much just scoop. So this deck was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and I hope to see you guys next time.